Welcome to all Rai Shikshan Sanstha's e-learning online education. Today we are going to learn a poem of 10th standard Night of the Scorpion, which is written by Nissim Ezekiel. Let's see the introduction of the poet. Nissim Ezekiel 1924 to 2004 was an Indian Jewish poet, actor, playwright and editor and art critic. He was a foundational figure in post-colonial India's literary history, specifically for Indian writings of a wider range. The poem depicts the selfless love of a mother who is stung by a scorpion. Let's start for the poem according to the stanza. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. 10 hours of steady rain had driven him to crawl beneath a sack of rice. Parting with his poison, flash of diabolic tail in the dark room, he risked the rain again. In this stanza, the poet remembers that the night when his mother was stung by a scorpion, it had been raining for 10 hours, and to escape the rain, the scorpion had crawled beneath a sack of rice. He had bitten the poet's mother, and after parting with his poison in the dark room, had gone back into the rain with a devilish flash of his tail. Let's see the figure of speech. Parting with his poison flash of diabolic tail in the dark room. Alliteration. The sounds of P and D are repeated for poetic effects. This is the free verse type of poem. Let's see the next stanza. The peasant came like swarms of flies and buzzed the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one with candles and with lanterns, throwing giant scorpion shadows on the mud-brick walls. They searched for him. He was not found. They clicked their tongues with every moment that the scorpion made his poison. Moo in mother's blood, they said. In this stanza, the poet says that on hearing the news, the villagers had come like swarms of flies, chanting the name of God 100 times to stop the activity of the devil, the scorpion. They had searched for the scorpion with candles and lantern, throwing huge shadows resembling scorpions on the mud walls of the house. They searched for him but did not find him. They clicked their tongues to show their frustration and sorrows. They said that with every moment the scorpion made the poison move in the poet's mother's blood. Let's see the figure of speech. The peasant came like swarms of flies. Simile. The peasant are compared directly to swarms of flies. And buzz the name of God 100 times. Here figure of speech is onomatopoeia. The word buzz indicates sound. Let's start with the next stanza. May he sit still, they said. May the sins of your previous birth be burned away tonight, they said. May your suffering decrease the misfortunes of your next birth, they said. In this stanza, the poet says that they hope that the scorpion would sit still. They hope that the sins of her previous birth would be burned away that night. They pray that her present suffering will decrease any misfortunes in her next birth. Let's see the figure of speech. May he sit still, they said. Alliteration. The sound S is repeated for poetic effect. Let's see the next stanza. May the sum of all evil balance in his unreal world against the sum of good become diminished by your pain. May the poison purify your flesh of desire and your spirit of ambition, they said, and they sat around on the floor with my mother in the center, the peace of understanding on each face. In this stanza, the poet says that they hope that the balance of the sum of all the evil in this world against the sum of good would be diminished by her pain. They pray that the poison would purify her flesh of any desire and her spirit of any ambition. They sat round the floor with the mother in the center, and there was the peace of understanding on every face. Let's see the figure of speech here. May the sum of all evil balance in this unreal world against the sum of good. Antithesis, word having opposite meanings are used. Let's see the next stanza. More candles, more lanterns, more neighbors, more insect, and the endless rain. My mother twisted through and through, groaning on a mat. In this stanza, the poet says that more neighbors came in to help with more candles and more lanterns. There were more insects and the rain continues endlessly. The poet's mother's entire body twisted and turned as she lay groaning on a mat. Let's see the figure of speech. More candles, more lantern, more neighbors, more insect and the endless rain. Here the figure of speech is repetition. Repetition of the word more for emphasis. Let's see the second figure of speech, groaning on a mat. Onomatopoeia. The word groaning indicates sound. Let's see the next stanza. My father, sceptic, rationalist, trying every curse and blessing, powder, mixture, herb and hybrid, he even poured a little paraffin upon the beaten toe and put a match to it. I watched the flame feeding on my mother. In this stanza, the poet's father was a rationalist, a person who believed in reason and knowledge and doubted all things. However, at this time, he tried every curse and blessing. He also tried powders, mixtures, herbs, and hybrid. He poured a little paraffin on the bitten toes and lit it with a matchstick. The flame grew bigger and bigger. Let's see the figure of speech. I watch the flame feeding on my mother. Personification flame is given human quality of feeding. Let's see the second figure of speech. He even poured a little paraffin. Alliteration. The sound P is repeated for poetic effect. Let's see the last stanza. I watched the holy man perform his rites to tame the poison with an incantation. After 20 hours, it lost its sting. My mother only said, "Thank God, the scorpion pick on me and spare my children." In this stanza, the poet says that a holy man performed rites to make the effect of the poison lesser with a magical chant. After 20 hours, it lost its sting. The poet's mother, at the end, only thanked God that the scorpion had chosen to bite her and spare her children. I hope all understood this poem and thank you for watching this video.